Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to a special edition of The Infinite Way, where spirituality meets humanity. And it brings me great joy to be co hosting with my dear, dear, dear friend, Christina Konya of Truth Runners podcast. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you so much, Nolia. And I'm so excited to co-host The Infinite Way with you. It's an honor for me. I'm really, really happy and honored to be here with you today.
Yes, and it's an honor for me because we have two phenomenal women, two leaders of their community and two women who are making impacts on lives where they are in Kenya. So I'd like to introduce MaryAnn Namayiana and Elizabeth Kashin. And MaryAnn, why don't you just briefly tell everybody where you are in the world of Kenya and a little bit about your village, and then we'll go to Elizabeth and have her do the same.
Okay. Thank you so much, Enonia, for your invite, and also Christina. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy. I'm MaryAnn Namayiana from Kenya. I live in Narok County, in an area called Loita. Sub-location. I started this work of beading since 2021, and I have enjoyed the journey. Why I started this project of beading is to help girls and women in our area, so to improve their life of living. Because once the ladies sell the jewelry, they get food for their children, clothing, and school fees to pay for their children. So I'm happy to be of them and to be a voice for those who are voiceless. Thank you.
Thank you. And Elizabeth?
Out of Nasila community-based organization and Destiny Maasai Chief Beadwork. I'm from Kajiado, Kenya, a multi-location. I do empowering women and girls to meet their dreams of tomorrow.
Thank you so, so much. So we are excited to have you here. And, I think the first question I'd like to come out with the starting gate, and Christina and I are going to kind of alternate back and forth. But the first question I have is, what propelled you to end up being your community's leader? What propelled you to be your community's leader? What happened? What experience did you have that put you in the leadership position?
I started this vision in 2017. When I was young, I saw my mother was going through a lot. She was the one who did he did her own work. He was bidding for me to go to school because my father wanted me to get married earlier. So when I grew up, I was willing to help women because they were going they were struggling and they have no voice in the community. That's why I started to train women how to make good bead and sell to the local customers. 2023, 2027, after I got my first loan, I went through a lot. I started bleeding, a lot of infections. That's because of FGM, which I had ago. That's why I started to fight against FGM.
And MaryAnn?
I started to be a leader since I was in primary school. I was given something to be a youth leader, a dormitory leader. I started enjoying the leadership that time. And in the community, Uh, I started, once I was in school, there are those girls who are back at home because they can't go to school. Others are getting married at an early age of 9. So I had that feeling that one time I'll come to change someone's life, mostly for the person they live. So I started to create this project for Maasai jewelry and then gathering the ladies in the community, showing them how to bead. And the most thing that was inside me that my mother and my grandmother, they like beading. So once I was a child, I have to go there to look how they told bead and enjoy the session. So I started, that motivated me and started to be a leader for my family. Thank you.
Christine, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. No, I was just sitting here and looking at these two beautiful ladies, and I only can acknowledge your courage, and that you dare to do something different, because you both are doing something different. And I believe that it's something extraordinary that you both being women, right, being the leaders in your communities, that's an extraordinary achievement. And I know for a fact that you both are great advocates, huge advocates of girls' education, right? You want the girls in your community to be educated, and you both have your own projects, what you want to show, and you both, work with women or with girls in your communities. And I was wondering if you would love to share about the project where you're working on right now.
Okay, okay. I'm working on Bead Project. Bead Project is the one that I'm working on it now, but I'm praying God to create a foundation that can, which will help the girls, because now I'm working on the girls and women.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Now I'm fighting against FGM. Actually, on December, I have women's and girls training, which I'm training them how to get to be more courageous and start on their position and say no to FGM. For women's, I'm working on to start their small business or they do beadwork and also agribusiness. Learn how to on rain resource, rain season. They can plant some food which they can sell for them to have money on their pockets.
So I would like to just follow up with Elizabeth, and then we'll go over to MaryAnn. So Elizabeth, with you, how is educating the women and not educating the men, and taking the men to listen to stop wanting this FGM, helping? What is your vision for that? How do we get those who are trying to impose it to stop? And then with MaryAnn, I'd like for you to expand on your project and tell us a little bit more about what the vision you hold for your project. Okay? So we'll start off with Elizabeth first.
Last term, that's August, I started men actually youth, let's say from 25 years and above. That's why I started to ask them the importance of a girl and how a girl can help the community tomorrow. In my organization, the chairman is a man. I didn't let men back. And also the organizer of the events is a man. So I have men in my organization. The reason why I introduce men is that community believe on men. So I wanted them to back on me and also to invite more men and help their sisters to get education and say no to FGM.
Thank you.
No, I meant to say before we move to MaryAnn and her project, I would love to ask Elizabeth. I would love to go back just for a second to FGM, right? Female genital mutilation. As I'm aware of, in 2011, the Kenyan government banned this one. So literally, it's not allowed, but I understand that it's still happening. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
2011 Act, the Kenya government pronounced that FGM is prohibited. But in my community, it's still going on.
Is there any initiative or something how you can help those girls who literally say, no, I don't want to do that? Is there a way how you can help them? Is there any place, organization, or something where they can go and ask for help? Or do you girls dare to ask for help? Let's put it this way.
Yeah. When I started this, I went first to the chief of the area and went to social office. That's the time they gave me go ahead to register the organization. And last week, I went to county government office and I was asking them for their support.
Thank you.
MaryAnn, and do you want to comment on FGM before you go into your project? Please feel free.
Okay.
Your village.
Oh, yes. For the FGM, some girls don't want nowadays because it's still going on, but they are hiding. Some girls are, they don't want because the generation for now, they have gone to school, so they have learned the disadvantages of this, of undergoing FGM. During birth, as ladies, we got difficulty in giving birth, so they have learned of. But because they don't have that phone, they don't have anyone to speak for their help. They have to go and go on. But what will help once we have a rescue camp for the girls who are being forced to FGM or early marriages, it will be wonderful. Yes.
Thank you. And please tell us a little bit more now about your project.
Okay. Following our Maasai culture, a woman has the opportunity to own anything. Women are meant to they are meant to just pass by because you are, as we Maasai ladies, you are not meant to be permanent in the family. So our fathers just see us as pass by, and and ladies are to take care of their children, to give back. That was the thing that only meant for the Maasai ladies. But for coming up with this project, I'm trying to change life by teaching them, learn how to create wealth and education too. And my future things that I want the community or the ladies to get, I'm looking forward for building a workshop where the ladies can be very comfortable doing their beadwork, and even a center around the town they can sell their own originally. Another thing, I'm also aiming to create a website and a workshop, which we can place our items for the global people or for global market. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. That's beautiful because from my understanding that you both, as Enolia said, you are women leaders in the Maasai community in two different counties. You both advocate for your girls, right? For the women. You are both pro education. You believe and you teach women that education is very important because when they are educated, they know about the health, wellness, and they are more open, right? And they learn about their rights. And an educated woman, if you educate your girls, the woman in the community, it's uplifting the community as well. So it's not like when we talk about women and girls empowerment, it doesn't mean that we take away the power from men, but it means that we actually teach the girls, the 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 women, right, how to be good leaders in their community by setting healthy boundaries, but at the same time lifting the community up. So I just admire both of you. I know that both of you are organizing workshops. I believe, Elizabeth, yours one in December. If you would love to share something about that. And I know your project, MaryAnn, as well. And that's, again, beautiful. Having a community center where, people can be gathered together. That's amazing. And also, if you allow me, and Olia and you girls, I would love to make a call here for those who are listening or watching the infinite way. It's infinite way. That's why I know it's infinite. When you see the works, the beadworks of these girls, think of this. Instead of going to the market, December is coming, right? Christmas is coming. Instead of buying stuff from the shops, from supermarkets, from high end, why don't you buy something unique? Why don't you buy something different for your loved ones? Like the beadworks, what the girls are doing. They can do a lot of things. It's not just about the earrings. They do literally anything. Anything. And I can see the three of you, and I'm a little bit jealous because I have nothing right now, but but it's really amazing. So when you think about buying a present to your loved one, think about these girls. Number one, you will have something unique, tailored for you, made for you. Number two, you are helping them. You are helping them raising the funds to have those who are in need. You are helping them to build their workshops, to build up their communities, to pay for education, and that's beautiful. So I would love to thank all these beautiful souls out there who are listening and watching this. And next time when you are shopping, you go and shop from these two beautiful girls. Thank you.
So my question is, you both have visions. And so just so that everyone understands, I mean, MaryAnn, you are right next door to Elizabeth. And the forest that separates you is the Loita Plains, right? Correct? So you're right next door to each other on opposite sides of a forest in Kajiado County, but Kajiado Village in Narak County, okay? And you both have visions for what should change in your community. Can you share what that vision is that you hold? How do you see your county 5 years, 10 years from now? What is the vision that you hold for your counties?
My vision is that I want to see women in my country, especially pastoralist women, that they are visionary women who can support the global, and who a girl who can be a president of tomorrow. That's my vision, that a woman can stand on their own and they will have a voice. That Also, I want to see that the tomorrow of a Mark girl is brighter than now. I want to see girls going international school and not outside my county. I want my girls to be doctors of tomorrow. I want to see a life of a woman changing, either in which way. To empower women is like we are planting a tree near the water. I used to say that if you empower woman, the little she gets, at least 99% go back to the community. And that's why I'm fighting for the women in my community now. I believe that a rich society is one in which women and girls enjoy equal rights. This is because women are the pillar of their family and also the community. So I hope to see the voice of a woman and a girl heard on a child education, equal access of resources, and leadership.
MaryAnn?
My vision is to empower a woman or girl, a woman and girl to empower the next generation. My vision is I want to see the Maasai girls in the next 5 years or 10 years being doctors, teachers, pilots, and these people. And the other thing, I don't want the vision, I don't want the other children who are going nursery to cry like us or to cry like the other going on now, passing all through those early marriages and not being seen as important people in the family. So my vision is that, and the other thing, I have a vision that we can build schools everywhere in the Maasai land, so that our girls can be comfortable and getting education and to learn more things in their life.
Thank you so, so much. Christina, do you have other questions?
I know, not. I don't think I have at the moment. The girls, I think they shared everything. I love their vision. I support their vision. We both do.
Yes, we
um,
do.
we both do. And again, I just want to stress about the importance of educating women, really. And you do both a phenomenal job with what you have and the knowledges you have. You are doing amazing. So that's great.
So for me, I do. I have one. I always have one. But I just wanted to share with the audience too, and I kind of want to highlight what you basically talked about, because you can have a direct impact on lives if you purchase the wares and the beadworks. And I know that both MaryAnn and Elizabeth have a presence on Facebook, and so we'll have those links attached to the description right below us in this YouTube version of this, as well as the StreamYard version of this when it airs live. So my statement is that I wanted to declare that this month is my birthday month. At the end of this month, I will have my birthday, and my birthday ask was and is to support the educational efforts and the event that Elizabeth is having in December. So I am asking for those of you who are listening, please say happy birthday to me by just posting $5 or $10 towards Elizabeth's education of FGM, female genital mutilation, as well as period hygiene and period consciousness, because she's also going to be discussing that as well as a few other things, but this is how we help each other. And, you know, many people who know the work that I do know that I partner with Christina Konya on quite a few different things. And she's my near and dear to my sister and my heart. And we found out as entrepreneurs that we are stronger together. And I think the overall message here that MaryAnn is sharing, that Elizabeth is sharing, is that when the women of the county come together, they are stronger. And then I knew MaryAnn very, very well for a long period of time, and Christina knew Elizabeth very well for a long period of time. And we introduced the two of them to one another. And there they are living parallel lives, doing the same type of leadership tasks to impact their communities, and didn't know one another. And now coming together, it is our prayer and our hope that in that sharing of information and as their friendship develops, that again, we are stronger together because the counties can come together. The women across the board, two leaders coming together, is a phenomenal movement. So if you're out there and you're listening, you know, we have been taught all our lives to divide and conquer. In other words, to get our piece of the land, our piece of whatever it is we want, without consideration to anyone else. And if you don't get anything out of this podcast, if you don't take away anything, please take away this. It's wrong. That when we come together, we are stronger. When we unite as one voice and we find our common ground, we are stronger. And when we come in stronger, we are able to achieve and move much, much more together than we are individuals and apart. So these two beautiful leaders have our support. And then our support systems, I hope you see this because you support us. And this is what we stand for. This is where we are. This is where our hearts reside. We have to come together as a body. We have to break down the walls and the challenges that would keep us apart and come together so that we can advocate for each other on each other's behalf, and that we can advocate for ourselves. So I just wanted to share that. And with that said, I just want to make sure that there aren't any, what would you like to leave the audience with before we sign off as a lasting thought? And I'll just give you a moment, I'll talk a little bit longer, but there is something that women need to hear from you, and you have the opportunity to tell them this, not just inside of your communities, but to the world. And so I invite you to just leave them with either a lesson learned or a message that needs to resonate throughout the world as you embark on your journey and your challenges across the world. I'm going to tag you, MaryAnn, first, and then I'll have Elizabeth go since she went first last time.
Okay. My advice to the ladies across the globe is that if you can speak for the other ladies, please do it. Because there are those ladies who are undergoing many challenges. There are those who cry inside their heart, but they don't have anyone to cry for. If you have that ability and you have that heart of heaven, please do it so that we can come together as ladies and change the world together, because togetherness we can do wonders. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Elizabeth?
Thank you. I want to tell every woman globally that women are, when they come together, they are stronger. And if a woman supports, actually, the family will be stronger more and more. So if we came together, we can be the voice to the faceless women in the world. I believe that if we can be together as we are now, world will be changed. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. And Christina, any last words?
Christina is very happy and very honored, honestly, to be here and to share the space with three beautiful, strong women, three beautiful, strong leaders, four. I count myself too.
That's right.
Oh, because as Enolia said, yes, we are stronger together. And I'm absolutely delighted that we can make this happen, really, in different parts of the world, different countries. Enolia is in Angola, you two ladies are in Kenya, me in the UK, and look at us together, right? And I believe that our voices and our energy and everything what we represent and what you two ladies really represent in your communities, my wish is that it goes out there and it will have a ripple effect. I know that. I know that. So thank you for allowing me to be co-host on this wonderful, wonderful special edition. I love it. And thank you, MaryAnn, and thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us.
Thank you, MaryAnn. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us. Thank you, Christina Konya. And this is Enolia. And this has been another episode of The Infinite Way. Thank you so much, everybody. And we will say goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.